In today's world, food is so much more than survival. It's a mirror of who we are. It reflects our personalities, our cultures, our values, and it's something that brings us together. Some friends connect over a love of sushi, others bond over a shared sweet tooth, and some simply over the warmth of a good cup of coffee. What type of a friend are you? What does your last meal say about you? Did you grab some fast food, cooked a balanced meal, or did you just order late night from your favourite spot? Believe it or not, it reveals a bit about your food personality. And this isn't just about health, it's about who we are, how we connect, and the places we choose to enjoy. Netflix's show We Are What We Eat brings this idea to life in a fun and deeper way, making us see our food choices from a new perspective. Ever wonder why you're drawn to certain foods, or what it might say about where you're from or who you are? Through episodes that blend flavour with self-discovery, the series explores how food reflects our identities and ideas, showing us that food choices can reveal more than our taste buds. It takes us to kitchens across the world where local, sustainable food choices speak to deep cultural roots and unique lifestyles. How do you think cultural food represents you? Ready to explore? Let's take this journey bite by bite, sip by sip, and discover what we might learn about ourselves along the way. Here, number 1. Food as identity, a reflection of us. From the first coffee sip to the final bite at dinner, what we eat can tell the world about us. Are you a coffee-only morning person, or do you go for a big breakfast? Do you meal prep for the week, or decide in the moment according to cravings? These habits say more about you than you'd think. They go beyond the kitchen, offering a glimpse into who you are. The show highlights people who choose their meals based on deep-rooted values or cultural traditions. Ever wonder why some people go out of their way for farm-fresh produce, and how some people religiously stay away from factory-farmed meats to align with their values? Others reach for comfort foods, the meals that mum made, or a bowl of easy-to-make ramen that hits all the right spots because it just feels right. We Are What We Eat dives into how local food preferences also shape our identity. A person from China might prefer rice or noodles on a regular basis, while a Turkish local may favour dishes with red meat. Those from a bustling city might grab street food on the go, while people from quieter areas may appreciate the simplicity of milkshakes and fries from a neighbourhood diner. Every choice adds a layer to our food identity. So what's yours? Number 2. The culture of food, shared experiences. What's your family's go-to meal for celebrations? Got a recipe that's been handed down through generations? Food is a universal connector. Think of family gatherings, holiday meals or celebrations. Grandma's famous pie, mum's traditional dinner, or aunt's secret recipe, or all these foods have stories, traditions, and memories tied to them. These aren't just recipes. It's heritage that preserves family history and culture. When we taste new cuisines, we're not just savouring flavours. We're tasting culture, history, and the stories of those who made it. How often do you opt for new cuisines? On We Are What We Eat, chefs and food enthusiasts share how trying new dishes can help us understand one another. Whether it's Mexican tacos, Italian pasta, or the spicy dishes of Southeast Asia, every meal can be like a mini vacation to those countries. Food connects us and is a beautiful way to celebrate our different cultures and heritage, but at the same time find mutual connection. Each bite offers a window into someone else's life, creating understanding and bonds that last. Number 3. Food as fuel, health and happiness. Beyond taste and culture, food is also fuel, impacting our health and well-being. A balanced diet does more than keep us energized. It helps us feel our best physically and mentally. We Are What We Eat reminds us of the importance of mindful eating, paying attention to ingredients and understanding how food affects our bodies. People with health concerns like high cholesterol or diabetes may have to make careful choices. A person with high cholesterol might need to cut down on fried foods, while a diabetic must monitor their sugar intake. These choices go beyond preference. They also shape our daily lives and long-term health. But food is more than just a list of nutrients. It also influences our mood. There are times when we all need a slice of chocolate cake or a gooey slice of pizza to lift our spirits. Mental wellness, too, is part of health. And while mindful eating is important, there's room for treats and indulgences that make us feel good inside and out. Number 4. Conscious eating. Beyond the flavour. Have you ever thought about where your food comes from? Our food choices don't just impact our bodies, they affect the planet too. We Are What We Eat draws attention to this, showing how the foods we consume contribute to climate issues and other environmental concerns. Every choice, whether it's from plant-based meals to beef patties, affects more than our taste buds. The show emphasises the growing trend towards sustainable, ethical eating, urging us to consider where our food comes from, how it's grown, and whether it respects the environment. So, what are you doing to contribute to the environment? Think about this. Every time we choose ethically sourced meat, we're not just filling our plates, but we're also supporting kinder farming practices that have a real impact on our world. It's the small choices, like wasting less food or cutting back on meat now and then, that add up over time. Is it hard for you to monitor what you eat? Conscious eating isn't about losing out on your favourite meals. It's about enjoying what you love while making choices that protect our planet and match our values. After all, eating well and eating right can totally go hand in hand. And it's not that hard if you think about it. Number 5. The funny side of food, the little mishaps. And let's not forget, the kitchen is full of funny moments. Food brings us joy and sometimes laughter. Who hasn't oversalted a dish or burnt their meal? We all have those oops moments. Have you ever tried a recipe and ended up with something unrecognisable? Or called mum several times while trying to recreate a childhood favourite? Cooking is full of these little mishaps, and they make every meal memorable. Food also comes with quirks. Some people put hot sauce on everything, while others can't handle a hint of spice. Some need background noise while eating, whether it's a show or a podcast. What are your little food quirks? These quirks remind us not to take everything too seriously. Food is about fun, mishaps, and discovery. Every little mishap moment in the kitchen is part of the journey, and with practice, we get better, just like in life. Final thoughts. Food as a reflection. In the end, We Are What We Eat is about so much more than health. It's about personality, culture, connection, and sometimes even the little mistakes along the way that make us smile. Do you agree? Are you a fast food lover or fine dining fan? Each choice we make adds to our food personality and connects us. What does yours say about you? We are reminded that food is more than survival. It's a way of connecting with others, making lifestyle changes, reflection of culture, and above all, an expression of joy. Food is universal, yet also very personal. So what's your preference? Do you crave something spicy, sweet, savoury, or all the above? Each person has their own unique preference for flavours. It's an expression of who we are, a reflection of our heritage, and a powerful source of joy. Every meal tells a story, bridging our individual tastes with the cultures and communities around us through food. We can celebrate, discover, and share pieces of ourselves. So next time you sit down to eat, take a moment to appreciate how much that meal represents and think what your plate says about you. Food is a common bond that shows us a little bit of ourselves and each other along the way.